I'm Colleen Sloan, and I wanted to share with you guys how Redemption Church has impacted my life. I grew up in the church with my family, and I found Redemption Church about a year and a half ago. My daughter and I were at the playground in Veterans Park, and we peeked in just to see who was at that service, just to get a look and feel for who the people were and what they were like. And the next Sunday we decided to attend. I wanted to change churches because I felt like it was time for me to venture out and find a church of my own. And the moment I walked in the doors, it was just overwhelming love and joy and comfort that I felt walking through and just seeing the smiling faces of the people at the church. And no one knew at the time, but I was going through one of the most traumatic and heartbreaking moments of my life. I found the church at a perfect time because it was when my husband decided to leave my daughter and I felt abandoned and alone and unwanted, and the church was exactly what I needed to find and to be able to rebuild my life again. It was about 2 weeks after I started coming to Redemption Church. I really plugged into all aspects of the church. I started going to the community group, and I'll never forget the first time I came to community group. Daniel asked a very typical question, and it was, "So Colleen, tell us a little bit about yourself." And I was so heartbroken and so sad that I couldn't even get out my occupation at that time without just bawling and bursting out into tears. And so it was about 40 minutes of me just pouring my heart out to those few people that were in the room, and it was such a relief for me to just share my story with people, because that's not typically who I am. I'm not comfortable with sharing my personal life with people, and that was the first time I really was vulnerable with a group of people, and they just accepted me. They didn't judge me, and it was nice to feel that I had a support system and people that I could just go to for comfort and for a hug or a shoulder to cry on if I needed to. I don't know how I would have adapted to being a single mom without the support and the encouragement of the people of Redemption Church. Even though my family was crumbling before my eyes, God had a new family plan for me, and it was the family that I found in Redemption Church. Through all of this, I learned that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel sad, and it's okay to go through hard times and to go through those emotions. And community group really helped me understand what I was feeling and to process this new adventure that I was on. And it was nice in community group that no one judges you. It's nice to see that not every Christian's life is picture perfect. It's not the cookie cutter Christian walk that outsiders might think it is. We all have our own challenges and our own unique issues, but coming together and being able to share that with other people is just very encouraging. Now that I've been involved in the church for about a year and a half, I've gone back to school. I was a dietitian and still am, but now I'm full-time in school to be a physician assistant. And although I'm super busy, it's insane, and it's a challenge to be a fun, loving mom and with energy all the time for Layla, I still make time to stay committed to the church. I also volunteer in the church on Sundays, so some Sundays I'm in children's church, some Sundays I'm helping set up or tear down the sanctuary. I find it very important to still continue to go to community group. The moment I walk in the door, it's just a breath of fresh air. You feel like, What I love most about how involved I've been in the church is that it's not just an act. I don't just go to church, sit there, and then leave, and then repeat on Sundays. And I don't just come to community group for the food or for the laughter, but it's really just investing in other people's lives as they have invested in my life. And I'm not where I want to be. I don't know the plans that God has for my life. I don't know the man that God has planned for my life, but I trust in His Word. I trust that He loves me, and I know that He has wonderful things planned for me.